I just want to thank everybody for being here, for all the support that you have given us. And we're here because my family needs closure on Jose's death. And we're here to tell you that we open up a website. It's called Justice for Jose. And Angel's gonna help me do the rest.
Well, we're here together today because it's been almost 7 years since the loss of a family member and a good person to the community, my uncle Jose Arredondo, and a lot of you in the community know him. And you know, it's been tragic. It's been 7 years almost of waiting for answers, waiting for justice. And you know, we're exhausted, and the family got together to come up to basically if anybody has information out there that could lead to having justice for Jose, there's a $100,000 reward that we're putting out as a family. $100,000 for anybody that could bring some information, that could bring justice to Jose, to bring closure to our family. Our family has not been able to get closure because we have no idea why Jose was murdered. Murdered. We don't know why. We don't have the answers, but you know, if there's somebody out there that has answers or has information, please come forward. Please come forward. We need to have closure of family. Plus, we need justice. We implore also to the government, to a local police department, to a federal government, to please give us that peace of mind. Help us find this. Help us find closure to the loss that we had as a community, as a family that we're still mourning. Jose has children. We have no answers for those children. He's got two lovely children. We can't tell them what happened. And we would like to be able to get closure. So we are begging you as a family, if you ever lost somebody, you understand how tragic when you lose somebody unexpectedly. Help us find closure. Help us bring justice to Jose Arredondo. Help us continue to be able to move forward. And at the same time, you know, we want closure. We want peace of mind. So if anybody has information, we're going to put on the screen where you can reach out, get your information. If you could bring information that leads to the finding or being able to bring people to justice, you will be rewarded up to $100,000. And that's from the family to anybody with information. Anything else, Lana?
It can be anonymous. You don't have to. If you're worried about giving your information, you don't have to. It could be anonymous. So we're asking you for your help, and also we wanted to give you information on the legacy of Jose. It will continue. He really loved helping people, and especially students that had that potential, but they didn't have the source to keep going into their career. We're gonna keep helping. There's a foundation. It's called the Jose Arredondo Foundation.com. And you can donate, you can see the information, and I will ask business owners if they can be part of it. We will be more than happy to. Eventually, we're gonna do events like a golf tournament and other events that we will let you know, and so you can be part of it.
And that's it. We want to thank everybody that came out to support us. We want to thank anybody that still is working with us, helping us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time, and we appreciate you. And just go into the website, go to the link, find information how you could give some information. Okay?
Yes. Just a brief question.
Yes.
Is it 100,000 or 200,000?
It was $100,000. $100,000.
Okay. And just so that I'm clear.
Yes.
Is this for information leading to the arrest and prosecution?
Correct.
Of somebody?
Correct.
Absolutely.
And thank you for making that clear, Gaspar. Yeah.
Because, okay, so if somebody just has information, but that doesn't information pan out,
Yeah.
then they don't get their
Correct. We have set it up in the source with the attorneys and people that would actually verify the information. If the information is valid and it could take us to the prosecution and the arrest of whoever's involved, anything like that, that reward will be granted. Because yes, of course, you know, when you put money out there, you're going to get everybody calling, saying things, and it's not so much about the money. We want to make sure that we get to the bottom of this. We want justice. So we want things that are going to make us lead to that prosecution, or to at least find out so we can have closure what happened. So yes, 100%, Gaspar. Thanks for that question. Thank you for the question.
I know
Yes.
you have reached out to the FBI,
Mhm.
other agencies.
Yes.
Are they assisting?
They have been really diligent about it. They, of course, they will never tell you where they're at. But as far as I can tell you, it is an open and ongoing investigation. The last time we spoke with them, and they just won't tell us anything further than that. So, but they do consider an open and ongoing investigation. And we want to thank them, but we wanted to make sure that please continue to support us in that way, you know.
What about the Mexican authorities?
The Mexican authorities, they did not want to cooperate. They did not want to be part of it. Every time that we try to find information, we ran into a stone wall, and we know why. It's Mexico, you know, they do things different. But the FBI has a way to reach out to the Mexican authority. The FBI could if they really wanted to. I don't know how far they're into it, but the last time that we spoke with the FBI, it was a non-open and ongoing investigation. Yes.
How long ago was that?
Hmm?
How long ago?
That was 3 months ago. 3 months ago, correct.
Is
And
there-
they just won't tell me anything else.
Has there been anything new, evidence, rumor, tips that you know of over the last few years?
And this is the reason we bring in this reward forward, because I know there's information. Personally, I reached out and I was offered money if they gave me some information. You know, and it was right when it happened. Somebody reached out to me from Mexico and told me, you know, we have stuff that we can share with the government and other things, but at the same time, we just want to make sure that we let them do their job. You know, that's their job. I have information that I've gathered on my own, but that they got to do their job, and I don't want to interfere in their investigation. But they have been working with us, very diligent. They do get back with us, but every time we call them and ask them where we're at, they just say it's open and it's ongoing. So that's all I can tell you about that. Yeah.
What's it like to go 7 years and not know?
Let me tell you something, Laura. You could share on that. The family's here. They could tell you that he was the patriarch. He was the patriarch to the family. He was our pillar, to not just to us, but to the community. You know, I mean, I don't think anybody in this room has not heard of the man. And you know, for a lot of people, till this day, when they run into us, they give us, you know, say their condolences. You know how hard that is? To hear condolences 7 years after and still don't have resolution?
You know, I mean, for my daughters, for my kids, he was like a father. For a lot of my nieces, he was like the father figure. I mean, it is, to tell you the truth, the first couple of years, the first year, I had to get help, professional help. I do believe, I mean, no matter how strong you are, that will bring you to your knees. That will bring you to the bottom floor. And it is a pain that doesn't go away, and that's why we're doing this, because we want that closure. My family needs that.
Do you get discouraged?
Oh, absolutely. I get to a dead wall and I said, oh my God, what now? But
And could I add to that? That's why we're here. We don't want this to go away. We don't want his name and his case to just be stacked up somewhere. We want to continue pursuing this, and the money has been put out is coming through our family because we want answers. We want the help from the community. So anybody out there, if you have any information, it's going to be there where you can call in, you could talk to somebody, and you know they can tell you if it's good or not, or how you can help. At the end of the day, you know what? If it was your loved one, would you want somebody to continue helping? And to us, we will not stop. And I make you this promise that we will not stop until we find out what happened. We will not stop. This is not going to go away. So thank you so much for being part of this, and I hope this can encourage people to help us. Any other questions?
How are you spreading word in Mexico about this reward?
We're going to go be posting this on Mexico. We're going to reach out to outlets in Mexico, and we're going to try to have them put on there. It will be on Facebook, on Instagram, and we're going to try to promote that. And you know what? Good question. That money in Mexico goes a long, long way. So we're hoping that where the crime happened, it happened in Mexico for a reason. They didn't want it to be investigated. That's the bottom line. It happened in Mexico because they didn't want it to be investigated. That's why it happened down there. Yes.
After Jose was killed, there was one person who was arrested, right?
Yes.
And he was freed, you know,
Yes.
after
Yes.
a very thorough investigation
Yes.
showed
Mm-hmm.
he was not, you know, he was not.
He was not,
responsible.
and I know you that man.
And his attorney at that time,
Mm-hmm.
he said that even though nobody knew what has happened or who did,
Correct.
you know, who murdered Jose,
Correct.
he said something like, the key is in follow the money.
You said it, not me. All I could tell you is that I've been in touch with that attorney. His name is Tachet, fantastic attorney. The person that was being framed, I personally golfed with him. He was not. He was not. And after they dragged him for a whole year in prison and made him do all that, I am glad to know that he was released because he was not involved. He was not behind this. So I'm glad to know that. I've made trips to Mexico and I try to reach out to people, but every time that I get up to some grade, they start blocking me. They start blocking me. But all I just say is that the federal government here, the federal government, even though that happened down there, they have the power. They have the power to get information. They have the power to that we don't have as citizens. So that's why I continue imploring to the federal government to help us get to the bottom of this, bring closure to this family. I think the community and the family deserve it. I think we do.
Do you guys have any communication with Jose?
No. No, we do not, unfortunately.
No, we don't not.
Unfortunately, we do not. Unfortunately, we do not. I think you had a hand.
Could you, spell your names and tell us your relationship to Mr.
My name is Angel Arredondo, and I'm Jose's nephew.
And this is Laura?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anything
Ma'am,
else?
could you spell your name?
It's Laura, and it's ARREDONDO.
Thank you.
Yes, on the name of the community, I just want to say thank you because for many, many years, Ana Witness has been helping a lot of students to finish universities in the country for different professions, and they come back to Kern County. So I'm just going to request the community to give you all the support you deserve, and I really believe Jose Arredondo deserves the justice to be in peace, not only for himself, for the whole family Arredondo. God bless you guys.
No, and thank you for that, because
Thank you.
Laura did mention the foundation. I'm gonna add to that. The reason our Atlanta Foundation is, it's not because we want to continue his legacy. This man here came from nothing, became something, and gave so much back because his heart gave it. He wanted to. He knew how hard it was for a lot of minorities. He knew how hard it was to pay for school and do that. So he did a lot of that. So the foundation that Laura is doing is to continue doing that. We want his name, his legacy, not to stop here. We want to continue being able to give to the community, to promote things for people who go to school, people that can't afford to go to school, for different minorities. That's what we're doing it. For everything that we could have, so we continue doing the scholarships and all that. That's what the foundation is. It's nothing to do with this. It's for that. Anything else?
Well, they can go to the website and just type Jose, justiceforjose.com, and that will take you to the 800 number that you can call. And I really hope, and I want to thank you in advance
Yes.
for your
Thank you.
support and for the support on the community and for all of you. And thank you for being
Thank you,
here.
everybody, for being here. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of the day.
When did the foundation start?
Yesterday. No, a couple of months ago.
I know you said, excuse me, I know you said closure is a reason why you guys are doing this, but is there any other specific reason why now, with the reward?
Why now? Because it took a lot of information has come out. We didn't know anything at the beginning. But now that we do have other information, that's how we were able to get together with my family and put all that money together between us.
Because the crime happened in Mexico, what are some of the challenges that arise from that? Have there been multiple challenges because of that, or if you could explain that?
The cooperation, all the way from the top. I made a trip myself down there and tried to ask questions, and I was able to get some information because yes, I did. I paid somebody to give me some information. I was able to get some documents because I paid somebody to give me those documents in the police department. They were told not to, but you got to do what you got to do, and a lot of those things have led us to know that there's a lot that the FBI and that they could work with, and we're just frustrated sometimes because years go by and we see something's not right, and we know something was not correct. And I think that if they dig in deep and they look for information, the information's there to find out what happened to Jose. Yeah.
They said, look or dig and you'll find, right? I mean, eventually I know justice,
Will prevail.
I mean,
Will prevail.
it
Justice will prevail.
Yeah,
Justice will prevail.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it will.
Okay, quiero un par de preguntas. Does anybody has any other questions in English? No?
Just to make sure that your last name. sir?
Same one. ARREDONDO. Mhm.
Thank you.
Claro.
Bueno,
Ok,
sería más fácil.
Okay.
Grábalo nada más porque quiero que lo
Ok.
Ok.
Porque es importante, entiendo que van también a publicar esta recompensa, ¿verdad? En
Claro.
México.
Sí.
¿Por qué es importante hacerlo en México también?
Porque el crimen pasó en México y puedo decir que del video miramos la gente, ¿no? En el video que me dieron a mí, porque yo tengo una propiedad allí en México donde pasó el crimen, una propiedad en el mismo condominio, la grabación, miramos los hombres que entraron al condominio, miramos los hombres que entraron, cómo llegaron, cómo se metieron al apartamento de mi tío y cuándo salieron. Yo no los conozco, no los podemos identificar, pero el gobierno mexicano sí puede. Y lo más importante, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? Queremos saber por qué. Pero el crimen fue en México. Miramos a la gente llegar y bajarse y meterse a su lugar. Porque pedimos el video de los condominios y lo tenemos. Algo feo que mirar. No miramos el crimen, pero miramos la gente entrar y luego la gente salir. Imagínate eso.
Sabemos que cuando estaban supuestamente las autoridades mexicanas investigando, ¿verdad? Aparte de Alberto, ¿verdad? Que lo
Sí.
arrestaron y todo. Ellos también, hubo otras personas que estaban ahí en el condominio, que trabajaban en el condominio, que
Ujú.
también fueron detenidas,
Sí.
arrestadas,
Ujú.
supuestamente torturadas
Ujú.
también,
Ujú.
para que declararan,
Sí.
¿verdad? Lo que las autoridades querían.
Querían cerrar el caso.
¿Qué ha pasado no saben qué ha pasado?
Muchos de
con
ellos
las personas?
se tuvieron que ir, muchos de ellos se fueron para Canadá, muchos de ellos temieron por su vida, porque querían forzarlos a que denunciaran que ellos tuvieron que ver con el crimen cuando ellos no lo hicieron. Fueron varias familias, desde el guardia, que era el security guard, muchachito, joven, nada que tenía que ver el pobre muchacho. Una pareja que conocíamos íntimamente, buenas personas, tuvieron que irse a Canadá porque sus vidas fueron puestas en peligro. Fueron levantadas, llevadas, forzadas y dijeron, no, yo no hice ese crimen, yo no voy a decir lo que yo no hice. Cuando ya lo soltaron, vieron que no iban a ceder, simplemente esas personas tuvieron que salir del país. Porque el gobierno mexicano, allí de Cabo San Lucas, quería cerrar el caso y quería cerrarlo rápido. ¿Me entiendes? Se puede decir uno, para tapar lo que pasó. Se puede decir eso, para tapar. Ellos saben lo que pasó.
Y aún así, la familia,
Sí.
¿no tienen ustedes temor cuando van a Cabo San Lucas, cuando van a México, de que haya algún tipo de represalia por no dejar el caso en paz?
Claro, la gente, te digo, yo he recibido cuando pasó un año, cuando pasó, yo recibí una llamada de información y ya cuando no quise ceder, pues que me cuidara. La voz fue, pues cuídate, pues yo no voy a Cabo San Lucas. Las veces que fui bajo otro nombre porque fui a pedir información y sí te lo digo, conseguí cosas que no me querían dar porque alguien les había dicho que no le diera la información a nadie de la familia.
Las autoridades.
Las autoridades. Cuando fui a pedir el documento me lo iban a dar, subió, cuando bajó dijo, ¿sabes qué? No, me dijeron que no te lo puedo dar, que porque hay que esto, que lo otro. Tú sabes la política que se desarrolla en México. Y finalmente, pues tuve que decirle, oye, pero pues si me pongo bien, me trajo la documentación. Pero alguien arriba no quiere que el caso siga investigando, que se siga buscando, claro.
And Joe, I think that's important. I think it's important, that we catch that in English. So, when the family goes to Mexico, do you guys fear for your life?
Of course. We fear for
Of
it here.
course.
We don't know why my uncle was killed. We don't know. That's over here. We don't know. And, people have received threats in the family. I received a threat. About a year into it, someone called me and said they had information if I wanted to pay money because they knew, they said they had a video. And when I started asking more questions, I kind of, well, show me what you got first, then I'll pay you. Then they kind of got a little bit where it put to the point they said that I better watch my back. I live with that threat. I deal with the threat. I mean, I'm always vigilant. I fear for my family. My family, we have a large family. We're all involved in the community. We don't know why the reason. If it was hate towards my uncle, if it was jealousy, I don't know. So that's part of wanting to find justice so we could have that peace. So we could know, okay, if that's what happened, or maybe those people are now in jail, we could be free. Because, we're in the same way. We're kind of captive. We're watching over our shoulder.
And you know what? One thing I want to make clear, a lot of people think that he must have been involved with drugs or cartel. That is absolutely not true. Not at all.
Thank you so much once again. Thank you for your questions. I appreciate you. And anybody watching us, please, if you can, support us. Help us find justice for Jose. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Murcia with Eyewitness News Bakersfield Now on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel where we have tons of great content to choose from. While you're here, go ahead and click on the subscribe button right there. That way you can stay up to date on all the things related within Kern County. Thanks for watching.